What's goody, what's goody, what's goody, y'all? This is Debbie Case coming at you live and in color, as you can see. How you doing? So, I know today I was supposed to have my nephew on the show with me, Mr. Rise Star. Um, but, today's his birthday, and I did get here a little late, so you gotta bear with me. I'm gonna do this solo today. I was trying to get my aunt on this page, but she's a little nervous, and she really, out of all four of these characters, she likes Michael Myers. I'm not gonna spend so much time on Michael Myers today because tomorrow I will have a Michael Myers shirt on. I wasn't supposed to reveal the shirt of the next day, but my aunt, she wants to go ahead and be on that show. So before I leave to go home, I'm going to introduce you to my aunt, Ludi Sparks. She's the one that's always been my rock, that's been everything. And tomorrow I'll give you a proper introduction to her. So for today's shirt of the day, as you can see, it's the Slasher Gang. Yeah, I fucking love this shirt. They sold this shirt at Comic Con last year for 2003 because October 13th fell on a Friday. So that's the reason why hence Jason Voorhees is in the front line. Funny fact, I'm pretty sure you guys know, but the original Friday the 13th, Jason wasn't the killer. It was Pamela Voorhees, his mother. So if you guys didn't know that, and if it ever comes out in the trivia, do not get it wrong. Do not get it twisted. Yes, Jason is the main villain in the franchise, but the first movie was his mother. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the fifth I believe is the fifth or the fourth Friday the 13th. Jason was not the killer also. It was EMT because his son had gotten killed. So he started killing everybody that was in the camp and everything like that because I guess he was mad because they was just looking around and didn't nobody help him or anything like that. But then I'm starting to think how he's killing all these people, but the only person that he's supposed to kill got hauled up to jail. Why? Because then I just thought about it just now. The reason why is because it's easier to get the campers than it would get somebody in jail. So honestly, the one that's in jail actually survived. You could say he could probably survive. Now, Jason, he doesn't care who you are. Like, he didn't take it as far as killing kids, because there's always been teenagers and adults. But um, that's one thing that all these villains, except for Michael Myers, these three villains, Ghostface, Freddy, and Jason, as far as I know, they never killed kids. And if I correct myself on this one, I believe it's 2018 of Halloween. Michael Myers killed these three annoying ass kids. They were kind of like preteens. I would say they were like 13, probably around there. But they're still kids. And that's as young, as far as I know, that's as young because he passed by a baby's crib and everything. He didn't even touch the baby. But but as far as I know, that's probably like the only kid, and also this younger one that was on, I believe, Halloween 5. Yes, Halloween 5, when Jamie was mute, she had a friend, I think his name was Billy. I believe Michael Myers killed him too. So I think that was probably the youngest kid that Michael Myers killed. He was going around in number 6 of the Curse of Michael Myers. I believe he was going around trying to get the kid, that Jamie had, because that supposedly is his kid. Because some incest thing, like, I'm not gonna go ahead and go there because when I don't want to get censored. But if you guys follow the Michael Myers movies, you get to tend to understand those. Those are the timeline of from 1 through 6. Those are the original timeline of Halloween. There's a few timelines, but if you want to know the Michael Myers of Laurie Strode's brother, then that's the first 6, because that's how they all become related and all that kind of stuff. But after that, the other timelines like 2018 and oh wait, Resurrection is part of that too, but nobody really talks about that. Yeah, the one of 2018 and the Rob Zombie Halloweens, those do not those, I do apologize. I'm going back and forth on my phone. Those don't those timelines don't talk about Michael Myers being anything related to Laurie Strode. As far as they know, he just happens to be he just goes around killing babysitters. That's pretty much that's what they apply in those timelines. So now going to Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger, um, you can call him the diddler also. Like in the remake, they literally, basically, they threw that in your face that he was a diddler for the kids. But throughout the original Nightmare on Elm Street films, they kind of hint at it that a did he did not did he or did he not? They kind of hinted at it, but they never really was in your face adamant that he actually did those things to those kids. But I mean, we all know he did. You know, he did. Oh yes, Freddy actually did kill kids because the Springwood slasher, he did kill kids. I do take it back. I'm retracting. Retracting. There you go. The word didn't come out. You know, I'm Hispanic also, so there are some words that I know better in Spanish than I would know in English. But I know I'm real good at speaking English most of the time, so it doesn't look like I'm struggling. But yeah, I do tend to struggle just a little tiny bit, so sorry about that. But yeah, I retract what I said. Freddie actually did kill kids because he used to kidnap them, take them. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. He used to take them, kidnap them, and then kill them. So yes, Freddy did kill kids. The only the only two. I don't think Jason ever did. As far as I know, I don't believe Jason ever killed a kid. But I don't think there were kids literally around much because it was always adults that was running the camps, and he left the kids alone. As far as I know, I gotta go back and watch the series again because I mean the franchise again because, like I said, Jason's movies, Friday the 13th movies are not my biggest strong suit. Like I can watch all the other ones multiple times, but at a certain point, Friday the 13th movies become porn. I don't want to talk about it. I do apologize if I said the word. Um, but yeah, that you have more nudity than you would actually have interaction. So every time you would go ahead and go to another chapter in Friday the 13th, you get new kids, new teen adults that take off their clothes and all that kind of stuff. And how are they gonna die? You don't even care about them at this point anymore. The only, I would say, one person that, like I said before, that came out in multiple ones was Tommy. And he was played by three different characters when he was young, when he was a teen, and when he was older. So, and then I heard that there was some movie out there, Voorhees or whatever, that the older Tommy character he came out in and he played in that. So I don't believe Tommy ever got killed in any of Jason movies. That's why, I mean, Friday the 13th movies. That's why I'm trying to figure out. Like, that's a loose end. If I don't know if in these short story ones that they made, that's like in the back, I've never got to really see them. But I wonder if they're gonna kill him off in one of those because he never actually got killed. After he came out in that one, it was just like a whole different timeline again, a whole different people, and they never showed him or spoke about him ever again. So I don't know whatever happened to Tommy Jarvis. I think that's his name. Don't quote me on it because I'm not even sure. I don't even know where I got that last name from. Hopefully it was, but I'm not. But don't kill me because don't shoot the messenger. I'm not even 100% sure. Um, Ghostface. Oh, sorry guys, I gotta take this. All right, guys, I'm so sorry. I am back. I don't remember exactly where I left off, so I'm just gonna continue anywhere. The Ghostface franchise. I've mentioned it before. I really like the Ghostface franchise. Um, the mystery of who's the next killer, like the who done it type thing. Like you would think it's one person throughout the whole movie, and then at the end of the movie, you're like, holy shit, that person that whole motherfucking time. Like it's crazy. Um, then what I was saying before, I wish that they would add one more character to this. But now that he has a third movie out, it should be a lot easier to make him part of the big franchise, meaning the Terrifier. It would be nice to have him as another. But the thing is with him, he's not really slasher completely. Yes, horror. Like he does do some slashing, but he does shoot. He tortures. He does a whole lot of stuff. So it's just like he's a all around jack of all trade horror character. Like some of the things that the big three and four now doesn't do, the Terrifier does. So it's just like all that gore, and I love Carnage Candy. Would be great to add to these four, but that's me ranting and me asking and praying that one day they actually listen to one person that says that they should have made him part of the whole slasher gang. But the thing is, they were sleeping on that movie, you know. But nowadays, as we're older, part one of Jason was slept on too, to be honest, because like I said, Jason never really appeared to part two. So I'm not 100% sure if I said part one. So they really didn't pay attention to part one. They always automatically go to part two because that's when Jason, the character, actually shows up. But as I was saying, the same thing with Freddy. Part two of Freddy was one of those that, if you really pay attention to it, and I've said this before in my other channels, it sends a message to all types of people in this world. And this is the hated part two, is the most hated one because they automatically think, oh, this is a gay one. But I'm like, bro, half of the world is gay. Why are you discriminating? It's just because you don't understand. Like they could be male final people, final guys. Yeah, I know there's always a final girl. There's always a final girl in all these movies. But you mean to tell me that you can accept that one guy in one of the chapters of your favorite character could actually be a final guy, Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a female. Mind you, I'm a female, so I should be pro female, pro woman, all that kind of stuff. But I think males should be equal as well. Just like, you know, just like I don't condone violence between man or woman. Like, a woman should not hit a man, and a man should not hit a woman. Regardless of how strong a woman is, there is a stronger man. And you never know what that person could be thinking in the back of their head, and something could happen. Just the vice versa. You never want to be loose with a female, because at the end of the day, you don't know how crazy that female can be. And then something could happen to you. And it's like, nobody told you to do it in the first place. So, my case in point is I got off track. But there should always be a unisex. There shouldn't not just be a final girl, even though um, final girls have always been since the beginning of time. They just thought they wanted to do something different, and a lot of people don't accept it because they don't understand it. But if you take a time to look and understand it, you would know, hey, this is all about, somebody that's trying to come out, somebody that's, that's afraid of what other people might think and all that kind of stuff like that. So he portrays himself to be straight, to be in love with this woman, this girl, and all that kind of stuff like that. But throughout the whole movie, it's suggestive. And then let's see, from Halloween, the worst one of all of them is Resurrection. Ask me why they made that movie. Don't ask me why, because I wouldn't even be able to tell you. Like, you killed off Laurie, like, in the first 10 minutes, I believe. Then you want to make Buster one of your leads, and he survives. And this other girl that she's taking messages from this kid, she survives, while this kid that's behind that message thing is helping her escape out the house. I'm like, bro, you guys are looking through it through different angles, and y'all don't have not one set story. Like, what's going on? I would never understand. Now, oh, that's two down. I'm gonna get to Jason, but that's the last one because that's his front man. So now for the Ghostface franchise, the Scream franchise. Honestly, the third. What the fuck is up with Courtney Cox's bangs? That's one. All these extra characters, there's more body count for the Ghostface because it don't make no fucking sense. Where the fuck did Roman, the brother, come from? Where the hell? I'm glad that Sydney ended up finding love in that one, because the same guy that the cop that was in that one, even though they didn't show him in the other one, they mentioned him. She's married. She got kids with him. She has a whole life with him, but they never actually showed him. Then, but yeah, the killer, everything, the whole scenery of going back and forth into these supposedly lucid dreams, but it's all smoke and mirrors, actors, and all that kind of stuff just to make it happen, just to make Roman's visual movie and everything like that, and it doesn't happen, and he ends up killing all these people. Um, it doesn't have a set plot. Like, I don't understand. Now, Jason, my man, the worst of them all, at least for me, is Jason Takes Over Manhattan. How the hell you got a movie that says Jason Takes Over Manhattan? And everybody knows how New York is. New York is fucking live. What the fuck do you have to do to understand that? How you might as well call that shit Jason Takes a Boat and eventually gets to Manhattan. Because literally Manhattan, they got to Manhattan like 10 minutes after the movie. He did some killing there, and then that was it. They never mentioned it again. or nothing like that. The way he got defeated was stupid as fuck. Like everything was just dumb. Like throughout the whole movie, on a freaking boat. You might as well call it Jason Takes Over a Boat. Um, I apologize. All of a sudden, everybody just wants to hit me up. I don't have an issue with it, but I like to have my undivided attention to you viewers, just so that way I can get these videos out to you. But all in all, this is the shirt of the day, Slasher Gang. The quality, like I said, is gonna go down because I have to combine two videos into one, and the app that I have, until I get a better one, it's probably gonna shorten it. But all in all, I hope you guys have a blessed day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You guys take care, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.